Jaguars in Durban.
Bring it on.
Early hoist from Rudy Page. And very quick into the breakdown area were the Bulls, but the ball well protected by the Rebels. And the Rebels looking to go wide early through Cummins. Meehan. And Debrasini finding his passing range early in this game. Disappointing for him to miss out last week, and they also lost Mike Harris to injury during that game. Both coaches and players have spoken proudly of the character they showed in securing that win away from home to kick off their season. And a victory here today would not only be their first in South Africa, but the first time they've started with 2 consecutive wins, and that pass not going to hand from Debrasini to Meehan. Advantage being played. It was a wonderful.
Got such pace in that contest, just magnificently in the air. But he would certainly like more ball in hand.
Scrum going down in the front rows. Bit of pressure on Meehan from Page, and an awful miscommunication there. The Bulls flooding forward. Thompson.
Yeah, we walked down on the field a little earlier. It does look like it's going to chop it, but you can see the lines there. It's almost like it's been hollow timed.
Hansen for Jones and back for Meehan. Testing Basson. That won't trouble him at all, but then hit hard in the tackle. Snyman for Hutton.
Bulls are in defensive mode now.
Hansen over the top of the line out for McMahon. And then Meehan for Debrasini. It's a solid 3 penalties a week ago in Cape Town, the Bulls. So their opening try of the competition will have done their confidence the world of good. Ellison for Debrasini. And then Schifferle through the first line. Scramble defense from the Bulls, but some real momentum created. Penalty advantage being played here by Ben O'Keefe, but a real opportunity for the Rebels. Debrasini again. Inman flings it out for Tamati Ellis. Rebels did well to stop it and bring the call of use it once. That's a well-timed tackle from Travis Ishmael and Tom English. Meehan. Now Lapeti Tamani in the second row a week ago, starting in the number 8 jersey this week. All 128 kilograms of him in the loose forward trio. Advantage quickly over as Debrasini gets it away for Tamati Ellison. Some very fancy footwork and possibly looking for the offload in the tackle. Geordie Reid in there, temporarily on the field in place of Sean McMahon, the captain. Ishmael, Warwick Khalat. And then Diaka, beautiful step from him. Can he get it down? Oh yes! Second try for the Bulls. Scored in a very similar position. Nick Diaka, a Super Rugby debutant a week ago.
You have an extra split second of time on the ball.
Yeah, and he does it well. In fact, both these scrum halves do it. Ben Meehan also. And if you watch Meehan, there's almost so little movement as he whips the ball away from the base.
Debrasini with the cutout ball. It was a dangerous one for the Rebels. It was lost forward. Khalant up from fullback.
Ball's out. No halfback.
Ball was out and no one waiting for it for the Bulls, so it was a good response from Adam Thompson. Now the kick into open space. It bounces kindly for Warwick Khalant, who evades Placid and off on one of his maraud.
Ebbing away.
Hansen for Cummins. Debrasini. Thompson popping up in the midfield. Meehan.
Blue out, ruck, not hands.
No way through there for Laurie Weeks. Rebels just haven't been able to create a sustained period of possession momentum until now. There's been a couple of very good line breaks which have not resulted in points. Now building something. Inman to ground. Meehan.
Rebels keep switching, going back to where the defense is waiting.
Went forward off a Bull's hand. So, scrum advantage for the Rebels. Meehan this time for Toby Smith. Oh, a little bit predictable from the Rebels, as you say, just tending to go towards a wall of defence, but also the Bulls not overcommitting at ruck time and tackle.
Yeah. And also players, it's harder to get to him.
Very quickly out of the back of that Rebel scrum. Just a juggle from Debrasini, who started this game in wonderful fashion. A couple of decent kicks down the Bulls. They're showing far more urgency. Ben O'Keefe has his hand out for advantage. Ellison.
Second scrum in a row it's squirted out, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. And of course you've got a session with the Bulls. They'll be showing that as well, and the team will have a good chuckle.
Maybe at the end, just to elicit the chuckle, yeah.
And the smiles would have disappeared quickly had it resulted in points for the Rebels. This is Tom English up to halfway. Meehan and McMahon, the captain. Once again, it's Janus Kirsten working so hard on defence for the Bulls.
He's been consistent as Ben O'Keefe.
A man going straight off his feet at that right. Lovely here, Carney's away. Meehan with the back tackle, but front foot ball for Page, then Hutton.
Yeah.
Thompson was quickly over the ball and had right. Well, you've got to be aware, if you're a teammate in close proximity.
It's coming from anywhere.
What's he going to do this time? More conventional for Ishmael. Try and make the steal, called off it by Ben O'Keefe.
No, it's not out, no.
Kirsten. Brahma. And Gordendal. One back in the air by the ball with one attempted goal, and that was a 53-metre penalty attempt. Kick charge down early on, then lost forward by the Bulls. They try to regather.
Grant Hutting, the man that's been blown. I had a chat to Mollis Marais at half-time, and he's very happy with the way the first half.
Galant. The handoff on Ben Meehan. And Nyakane can't quite break the tackle of Lopeti Tamani. Brummer wide, Hutting for Strauss. Free kick. Meehan, Debrasini, Ellison, and there's the interception. Here comes a hat-trick for Bjorn Basson, unopposed, under the crossbar. Meehan, and Debrasini, Inman. Serfontaine in with the tackle, and Diacha working hard in there as well. Meehan, Jones, Debrasini. And then Tamati Ellison, who threw that expansive pass, which was so easily read by Bjorn Basson, who went Meehan for Debrasini, and then up in the line is Placid, who will go in. Finally, the Rebels get a try in response. His bonus point system So I was really enjoying it last week, you know, the ebb and flow towards the end of a game where teams still had plenty to play for and plenty to defend as well.
Yeah, I've got to agree with you.
Knock as he went for a grab.
Sit out.
So the Rebels straight back onto the attack here, looking to get their second try. Strong from the captain, McMahon.
It's a ruck. It's offside.
Yeah, young Serpentine been beaten by the...
Try.
And the try is scored, quickly taken by Ben Meehan. So 2 tries in quick succession.
I imagine there's a question around whether the ball wasn't knocked on back there.
Inman.
Lose it now, lost it.
Strong contribution from him, but then there's another breakdown penalty coming here, and I wonder if Ben O'Keefe might start thinking about a warning. He's penalised the Bulls a number of times in this second half at the breakdown for not rolling away or players being beaten by the ruck.
I thought young Serpentine may have been a little lucky early on the try line to make that steal. I think you're right, so he's going to have a word here with the captain.
Play on.
Excellent tackle from Burger Odendaal.
Leave it.
Back to the left they go. Needed to release that a little quicker. Weeks.
Race blue.
There's a spare man over to the left, and they managed to shift that ball just a little earlier. Meehan, Debrasini, and then the switch tackle from Diacha. Meehan once again. Jones, Ellison. He's looking to release those arms in the tackle. Meehan to the short side. McMahon, it's flicked out of his arms. Hansen on the run. Has he got it down?
On the line.
The try is awarded. Rudolph Smith is suggesting to the referee that he should have a look via the TMO, but James Hansen was coming at full tilt.
No. Yes.
And the ref was a numbers discrepancy at that line out, I feel.
Well, they're not going to get punished too badly. I mean, the line-out's going to take place just outside the 22, but that was terrible from the Bulls. They can't afford to do.
Release tackle. That's fine. Ball ripped.
Ball ripped away in the tackle. Here's a real opportunity for the Bulls. Hutton, he had 5 men away to his left and lost forward.
Leave it now. Leave it. On your feet. That's fine.
Maloney as well, who's made a big strong carry there.
Well, just some disorganisation at the back of that ruck there, and quick to pounce was Francois Brimmer. Lost forward though, off the fingertips of Yanis Kirsten. Secured on the ground by Jeffries for the Rebels.
It's just a scrum advantage only. It's over.
Here's Goumbasson. Ishmael.
Off the knee.
Got a try late in the first half. Travis Ishmael after a wonderful offload from Marcel van der Merwe. All over the balls is Ben O'Keefe. Ellison. Jan Serpentine attacked the ball in that tackle. Leafa.
Leave it now, Stephen. He's in the ruck, it's fine.
Meehan. Jones. Debrasini. Thompson. Beautiful offload. Out of contact. And Reed inside for Placid. And Meehan is going to go in for his second. And that BP next to the Bulls score is going to disappear, perhaps temporarily, but the Rebels have scored their 4th try. Meehan has his second. And some defensive frailties exposed in the home side.
No, 2 out.
Meehan, Jeffries. Debrasini Or was that lost forward? Yes, says Ben O'Keefe.
Well, Tebrezini started really well, didn't he? Made a couple of good breaks early on. Threw not a great pass from one of the breaks. Should have been a try. And since then, it's gone a look.
Meehan. Ellison. It's shifting wide for Matsushima. On Super Rugby debut. Drafted into the side late when Reece Hodge withdrew and Jonah Placid was promoted from the bench to the starting lineup at fullback, and the Japanese international, South African-born Matsushima, gets his first outing and out here on the right wing, working its way towards him once again. Reed, and then Leafa taken down in a textbook low tackle.
There's good work on the ground there by Lizo Kobauka. The replacement prop forward, he competed, he got out of the ground and won his team the penalty.
And hands on the ball from the Rebels. Holding on from Skuman as he went to ground.
It's just dreadful execution. Dreadful execution. And I'm not sure why they came to the left.
Meehan. Speculative pass. And ripped away by Swanepoel. Secured on the ground by Moboka. Opportunity for the balls out to the right. Kirsten not expecting it. Let it go. And had to go back to rebuild. First half from the Bulls. They led by 28 points to 3 at half time. And then scored 2 early tries in the second half before
9 and 1.
the Rebels came pouring back into the game with